in the only way that you can do.
Yeah, righto! Woo! Okie dokie. Alright, game is on, ladies and gentlemen. It is Australia versus Switzerland. We are on Gold Rush. The Australians are the allies. And let's see what they can do to try and crack this Swiss defence at the moment. They're used to guarding the Pope. Tonight they're guarding a box of gold. Shaggy's getting down here, getting the CP up straight away here. Nice strat there by the Aussies Flash to get the CP up immediately.
Yes, certainly can help indeed. A big stuff and a beautiful player there by Gifty, taking out 2 players out the back and a third with Shaggy. So Gifty gets off to a flyer for the Axis. He's got mines out the back as well. Iceman 34 got a very quick grab on the tank right at the start. Got it about probably 10% of the way across before being cut down pretty quickly by the Axis. And it looks like they're just slash killing and setting up again as the Allies make a push now. Looks like a split push, 4 or 5 going down the long way or the side entrance, and Haste camping it up at the front entrance. EJ.
Yeah, just following hands up past the old CP here. He cops a face full of Cosmos's lead, or might have been Reaver's lead. It was all lead all around for poor old Hands. He had nothing. And at the back there, Iceman 34 destroyed by a landmine. The Aussies having trouble at the moment to push through. DMJ, any standouts on the defence so far?
Oh, well, it's a pretty standard defence there, EJ. They're coming up around underneath here in the back little passage here. Seem to be nating it up a fair bit. Lots of mines around the tank. Other than that, it's pretty standard from what I'm used to seeing. EJ.
It's the Swiss taking it up the back passage according to DMJ. The Australians want to be doing a bit of that themselves. HM, oh, Handsman, cut down there. He takes out old Dabster, actually it was, took him out. Aussies got 3 at the back here. They could have a bit of push on if they can get pushed through here. Haste is just picked up beautifully there by Shaggy. Don't know if they've got an engineer with them at the back here. Hiding up behind the cart at the moment is Shaggy. Pushes out now. He's got 2 players with him. One of them is not an engineer, so it's not going to do much good unless I want to secure the area. I guess, Flash, it's better than nothing if you can get in there and camp them.
Yes, indeed. It is Haste, Shaggy, and No Name out the back, taking on Gifty. They finally cut him down after a very heavy defense from Gifty. He is really the man to beat. And as Cad said last week during the shout-out, it's pretty much going to be if we can take down Gifty on 30 seconds, we're going to get a build or complete whatever objective for that 30 seconds is, because he really does hold up the Swiss team as far as we can see anyway. And Not 40 just pushing in the main entrance now. He's got a rifle grenade taking out people long range. No Name cut down now finally at the back, and it looks like the Swiss have held it again. So 12 minutes 15 left on the clock now as Australia have to reset once more, EJ.
Yes, indeed. The Swiss punching holes through the Australians at the moment, like Bubba does to his buddies in Cell Block D. And I'm sure the Swiss would be getting ready for a bit of that now, because here comes the Aussies pushing up through the back. It's Shaggy. He's got a Not 40 with him as the noob nader. Oh, nice grenade there from Giffy, though. Takes Shaggy out before he can push through. 40's still there. Don't know if 40's going to be able to push it through. Hands trying to come in the front door. He's cut down, forced out of there. Giffy takes out another before Haste drops the Giffy man. 1 Haste, Giffy nil.
I think they might have just taken out Gifty there on the 30 seconds as well, so a huge play there by Haste, back-raging Gifty while the rest of his teammates slash-killed out. So Gifty is down for 30 seconds, and there are only 5 Axis players left if others haven't already been taken down. So we have Melka and Gunner behind the tank, and there are lots of Australians pushing in. Shaggy now on the tank, he's building it, he's on a mine, he doesn't get gibbed, and it looks like it's going to be a build for the Aussies. So as we called it, it's pretty easy once we get that Gifty player down to push in, although they have damaged it before a steal. There you go, EJ.
Yeah, alright, 11 minutes just ticks past in the match now there if you want to sync up your Shoutcast to the Vision coming out to you on ETTV. Remember to pause the Shoutcast, don't stop it, just pause it at a significant time or event, unpause it when you see that or hear that on screen. 10:46:45 on the clock if you're syncing up. Now, as Flash said, the tank got built, didn't get moved, got busted again. DMJ, what have the Aussies got to try and do to crack this Swiss defence?
Oh, they've got to try and take down Gifty. He's just a nade dispensing vending machine. He just keeps dishing them out and they keep running into him. Flash?
No Name with a double at the side. Good put.
Yeah, double and then a TK, and 40 has taken down Gifty as well. I don't know if it was for a long spawn this time. It appears to be a somewhat decent spawn, but they're slash killing out again now, and Gifty is back up and running. I'm going to follow him now as the Axis reset out. Once again, Gifty seems to be guarding pretty much the back exit now. He's playing mines. As we had a build going on the tank, it was Iceman 34, but he got taken out pretty quickly there. Haste still around the tank and takes out Gifty, but it doesn't look like there are any NGs left up for the Aussies. So
here they come again,
can
NGs in
hold
the
this
front
momentum.
door.
Here they come now. There's
the
two of them
tank now.
building, but they've stolen it though, EJ. Don't know how that happened. We had two engineers both get taken out by a landmine. We must have had a third one coming in, and there must have only just been a tiny bit left on it, as the Axis now have to fall back to the next phase. Doesn't look
beautiful
like they're gonna get
canister
built.
there, thrown in under the balcony, so that won't go off. All classed by the Aussies.
Yes, indeed. Gifty takes on one of the Aussies, who manages to run away. Gunner getting a build on that barrier, and he's been revived next to it. So poor form by the Aussies give them an extra chance. As Gifty coming in now, he's got the build, and he has done it once again for the Swiss. So the engineer dispensing, nade dispensing machine that is Gifty is really firing so far in this match, EJ.
Yeah, 9 minutes just ticked past on the clock here. The Aussies have got the tank down to barrier 1, and we've got Gunner mining up now at the where the old CP exit comes out. So any Aussie coming out there is going to wear his foot right up his rectum, and that's not the place you want to be if you're trying to advance to a tank barrier. 8:45 on the clock. The Aussies trying to get it done at the moment here on Gold Rush in the World Cup. You're listening to EJ Flash and DMJ on Gamestah Radio, and DMJ, the Aussies, doing it tough at the moment.
That's right, EJ. They're just not able to get right on top of them. It's the Swiss get their slash kills going, come back up. What the Aussies really have to do is get on top of them in their spawn, stop them from coming out.
Plant's down.
Thanks for that.
Yes, the plant is down, and a beautiful double from Gifty. I was watching him thinking he was 40 and he was about to TK his teammates, but it was in fact Gifty. The plant is down. We have 3 seconds left on that, and the tank's repaired. So the Aussies going to get that barrier blown, and the tank past it now with 8 minutes and 1 second left on the clock. Hans Mollman picks up a double with his MP40, coming in from below where the truck is now on this stopwatch version of Gold Rush. He's pushing in. He's down to his pistol though, so it's not going to be very much longer of him alive, and he finally gets taken down. Haste tacks out one with his pistol, but it was just in time for the Swiss respawn, and they're all back up, all 6 of them spawning there by the looks of things, as the Allies move that truck into position now.
Crashed. No name crushed, flat as attack there by the tank. That's a travesty. He's been Australia's best player by far so far tonight. He is absolutely racking up the kill, and I say that and he'll probably end up with like 2 when the score sheet comes up at the end of the night, but god damn it, they were a bloody good 2 kills. Now they are in the bank, and we've got the Aussies pushing in at the moment, and Shaggy's up on the crew service MG. They got the gold here. If they can get a good push out on a spawn, they might be able to do this. He's gone out long, going to come around behind the bank.
Double grenade from Haste, follows it up with a Thompson kill. Beautiful stuff.
This is a great chance.
Finally damaged. Here goes the Aussies. They're pushing across now. No, they're not. Where are they? Where have they gone?
Gold's down, heading up the old side.
But the Aussies are all there, and all they need to do is get it back to the truck. The Axis yet to spawn. It's coming short now.
Super doesn't quite know what's going on. Oh, nice work by 40.
Aussies have stolen. 6:41 left on the clock now, with the Axis respawning as we speak. The plant's down on the barrier there for the truck, and the Aussies are on a roll at the moment. The first phase, it was the only strong phase thus far for the Swiss team, as they struggle desperately to hold off the Aussie invasion here. EJ.
Yeah, that was the 40 highlight reel then, ladies and gentlemen. That's probably the one and only good thing he'll do at night. But it was all Team 40 then. Dino into the barrier.
Gifty into the back of the Shaggy takes him out. It's going to blow. Double grenade kill. Yeah. Oh, yes, he does.
Truck's
Picks up
moving.
double grenade kill. One on
Truck's
Shaggy
moving.
though. So team kill there as well. 440.
Hey, this could be a respectable time here if they can get the truck through without too much delay. This isn't going to be bad against this Swiss team, because they're bloody good form here tonight in the Nations Cup, and a bit of back rage up on the bridge as well there by the Swiss. So they're carving him. It's the Consensius or whatever his name is at the moment. That'll do him for tonight, anybody. And Shaggy is moving the truck. DMJ, not bad recovery from the Aussies.
No, not bad at all. Once they got on top of him, gotten the gold and getting the truck moving, it was all good. They did exactly what they needed to do, and that was good. Oh, nice man!
4 kill man. Huge stuff there by Iceman as the Swiss chased the truck up the road. I was just thinking to myself, there were 5 of them bunched up there. I don't know how Iceman missed that last one, but I was just thinking, geez, I wish I had a Panzer. Only for Iceman 34 to jump down from the balcony where the truck rests and take out 4 of them. So huge stuff there. Hans Moleman gets a double grenade kill. The truck stopped moving. The Aussies have just neglected the truck, and Gifty is in the Allied spawn, but there's plenty of allies there finally coming now to finish off the thing. And 10:02 is the time, so somewhat respectable time, but it's certainly not quick by the Aussies, EJ.
No, I'd be happy with that, considering the start they got. They got really held up at the tank early in the match. Took them quite a few pushes to get in there and get it, so not a bad recovery all up. Good work, Aussies.
Yeah, not so bad. Your thoughts on that one, DMJ? I don't know if you've been following the rest of the World Cup, but how do you think the Aussies will fly on defense here versus this Swiss team? And Gifty just pawning it up, really.
Oh, Gifty was incredible. As I said before, he was like a grenade dispensing machine. He'd never had one not in his hands. He just flung them out there, and the Aussies just seemed to be there when they landed and splat. Nothing but gibs. But
when you look at the stats, though, dudes, Gifty's got to be doing the killing because Reva's gone on a complete holiday.
Yes, indeed. Reva picking up a measly 4 kills to 14 deaths, but Gifty getting 800 damage more than any other player on the server. So he was certainly doing it for the Swiss. He picked up 25 kills, which was 6 higher than anyone else. Hans Moleman for the Aussies picked up 19, so he's doing a nice job at filling Rico's shoes at DMJ.
Ah, that's right. What the Aussies have got to do now is they've just got to bunker up and stop these, stop the Swiss from coming in and taking that tank, basically, and they've got to hold up as long as they held them up, otherwise they're in trouble. Thanks for that.
Yes, indeed. We're just waiting on one player now. It's Gunner. Apparently, according to Gifty, he's always the one that they're waiting for, kind of like any of the Tog boys, formerly, well, that have become Tog boys now, but in previous clans, they're always the one. So EJ, Gel, those sorts of people. We've got 5 seconds left on the clock until we're underway with Australia on defense. Defending on Gold Rush, they've got to hold for 10 minutes and 2 seconds. Iceman 34 spawning back as an engineer. EJ, what can you see on this start?
Well, I'm following Melk at the moment. He's a field ops for the Swiss, and he's come straight at the front double gates here, and he's got his binoculars out, and he's put artillery inside the courtyard there. It's a pre-planned position, you could tell by the way he brought the binoculars up. So he's got a nice little spot. He's going to try and move people around with that artillery. Oh, group up there. Could get a grenade kill. He does. Hans Moleman caught by the grenade of Melk there. Melk was taken out. And it looks like a bit of a push is on here. We've got an engineer who's up at the old CP, and the tank could easily be under threat.
No, it wasn't. It's taken out by 40 and No Name. They secured it there. Gifty taking out another 3 players off the start, and finally getting down to about 10 or so health. Only to be back-raged by 40 and No Name. So the first push has been secured after a bit of a tedious start for the Australians at the side, with Gifty just pushing through, taking out 40, Shaggy and another player before finally being cut down. So it really is the Gifty show here tonight so far for this map. And Gifty once again pushing in from the front as the Australians slash kill out. DMJ, what can we do to stop this man?
Keep out of his way. As I said before, his grenades are like magnets, they'll always hit their mark. Yep. Yeah,
we got an engineer and a medic in Gunner and Cosmos, that'll do, I'll call him that. They're pushing in up the back, but Shaggy takes them both down. Beautiful stuff. Shaggy pushing Conscious off the ungibbed body. No Name picks up a triple with the MP40 at the old CP. I don't know where he's coming from. He's sitting on the tank and shooting across, and he follows it up with another 2 kills. So No Name, 5 kills there for the Aussies. He's secured that beautifully as the rest of his team slash killed to get back into position. Egypt.
Alright, and the Aussies doing a great job at the moment. 7 minutes and 57 seconds are left on the clock here. We are on Stopwatch Gold Rush, listening to Gamestah Radio's coverage of the World Cup here. And it's fantastic action so far. The Swiss doing a great job. No Name with another double landmine kill. Oh, nice work. That's what you need. The big doubles and triple kills. Slow this Swiss team down from getting in and getting this tank. And DMJ, I reckon if the Aussies can buy another 2 or 3 minutes, the solid bank defense they got, they'll be fine.
Spot on. as long as they keep out the way of the nades and the arties and slash kill with plenty of time and push out, I don't see there being a problem with them holding the tank for another 2 minutes, and that would mean a pretty good round for the Aussies. EJ.
Yeah, most definitely here. And 40's at the old CP with his noob nade in hand. Drops one down. Cosim Moss, he had nothing. Absolutely nothing. He took a noob nade right in the buttock. And he's paying the price for it now. Oh,
Gifty
40's
takes
down
out
from
two.
Giffy at the side entrance though. Nice work. Giffy taken out by Haste. Haste 2. Giffy 0. Take it away, Flash.
Yes, indeed, some great stuff there by Gifty, somehow getting in with a medic into that sort of little cabin area next to the old CP, but the Aussies all over him.
There's a
40
build on the
finally
tank.
spots him. Here goes a build. It's taken out by a double kill from 40, a rifle grenade and a landmine, followed up by a double kill by Melka from the Swiss team with an airstrike. So 4 down right away and all pretty much gibbed from what I can see. So it's going to be a bit of a tough push here now as Gifty pushes in, taken out by Shaggy's famous Luger, and he was gibbed pretty quick and snappy there by the Aussies. So they're getting the hang of killing and gibbing Gifty, and if they can continue to do that for another 6 minutes and 12 seconds, they will have won the round.
Yeah, Super's not coping at the moment with the powerhouse Australian team. We've said it all along here in the Nations Cup. Underestimate the Aussies.
There's a
You're
push
gonna
from
get your
behind,
pants pulled
4
down,
guys
you're gonna
coming.
get spanked red raw. And as DMJ calls it, push coming through from behind. Dabster's taken out by 40's landmine. He likes mining it up at the back there. He's cut down though from a guy coming in from the front here. So DMJ, bit of a split push on.
Here comes
Looks like
Gunner.
it, they're
He's an
coming in for a
engineer.
pincer move.
Hans Moleman takes him out beautifully, and a double team kill there from Melkor, followed up by a kill of Haste, which cuts down that push. So the Swiss team, they're taking out themselves, really. They were in trouble there, the Aussies, for a second until Hans saved the day, and then really just too easy from that point. Here comes Gifty pushing across. He's down, cut down by 40's K43. He was on very low health. There's a mine right next to him. He's going to stand on it, and he's going to get taken out by No Name's name.
Revive.
But he's been revived right in front of the tank, so they're going to get a build. He and Gunner combine for that build, and it looks to me like the Aussies have spawned back. They were a little bit cautious there. Iceman 34 pushes up to try and get a build on the barrier, but he gets cut down nice and quickly there. Once again, the Swiss pushing down. Doesn't look like there's
Reaver
too much of a
contributing
build.
to his awesome kills there by getting TK'd in
40 getting
a
a build
artillery.
And Gifty takes him out, long range rifle grenade kill. Sorry to cut you off there, EJ. Gifty
Nah,
coming
it's
in
all
again.
good,
He's
dude.
going
I'm
to get
sure
another
Reaver's
one.
happy you did.
Beautiful stuff from Gifty, and takes out Haste as well, the medic backing up.
Barrier's up.
Barrier is finally up. Australia running 3 engineers. No Name finally doing it for the Aussies, only to be taken out a millisecond later. So Switzerland putting up a mighty tough defense here.
Plants
And
down.
Plants down already. Take it away, EJ.
Yeah, no, it's mandatory to get that barrier up. You buy yourself at least 30 seconds. And when you're under 5 minutes on the clock, every second counts. So that extra 30 seconds DMJ is going to do the Australians a world of good.
That's exactly right, but it looks like the Swiss are already getting into spawn camping position. If the Aussies can't get out of it quick enough, this could be an incredibly quick round from the end of that.
Oh,
A defuse.
Defuse.
Iceman 34 picking up a defuse out the
Ninja.
barrier. Another plant going down. He must have had mere seconds left on that. Another plant has
Oh,
gone
every
down with
second
3:45 left on the clock. Huge push there from Iceman 34 as Melka picks up a double and vaporizes himself on the spawn. But it won't matter so much if for the spawn camping right this second, as there's at least another 12 seconds left on that dynamite, EJ, and it's going to be about 3 minutes before that those doors finally blow.
Yeah, well, I'm following the man of the hour, Reaver, at the moment, the super killing machine that is Reaver. Oh, and Hans Moleman cuts him down with his MP40. Oh, I just jinxed him. And barrier's down. Oh, nice panzer shot there from Melk. Takes out 40 coming out of spawn. Oh, 40 will be raging on comms at that. He hates getting SK'd out of spawn.
And Gifty getting the CP up now as the tank struggles to move into position. It's coming down. It's only got about, if it had health points, it'd only have about 10. Just one more name.
Oh, Gunner's pulling a class move out there with a already repaired tank. Came at it with pliers and wasn't able to defend himself. Nice work, Gunners.
Iceman 34 getting the arty down on the tank to finish it off. 2 minutes 35 left on the clock. You'd have to say from here it certainly does not look good for the Swiss. The truck barrier is still up, and the tank is only finally being repaired now. It's going to be somewhere around about the 2:15 mark when those doors blow, because the Aussies have just held it up at every stage, DMJ I should say, and it's just the exact right way to play this map so far.
That's right, you can call me anything except don't call me late for breakfast, Flash. They've just blown the doors on the thing, and they're going in getting the gold, so they could still set a time.
Oh,
if they get that barrier down.
The Doc's still in the blank. Conscious is a medic on very low health in the bank. No Name pushes in to take him down, but he's taken out, and the Aussies failing to demolish the tank as Conscious runs across short. He's going to get in front of the Artie, and the plant's down, so the Swiss have done a beautiful move there. Conscious doing a great dock run in front of the Aussie spawn. They've got the truck. There's 15 seconds left on the dyno and a minute 35 left on the clock. Aussie in big trouble here at the moment. They're going to need a hold up, a big hold here, as that truck barrier's got 5 seconds left on the clock.
They're going to need some serious spam to try and stop these people coming through on top of them. It's the Swiss and their mighty truck of death. They got the gold in the back of the Ute and DMJ, a minute 13. This could be it for the Aussies. This could be a travesty.
It looks like it. They can still manage to slow that truck down. They'll be fine, but they've got to get out of their spawn and stop them from keeping them bottlenecked in, basically. EJ.
Oh, the bottleneck. I don't know if it's going to come. 40's up there at the moment. He's trying to spam it down with nades, with anything he can get his little hands on.
Now.
He'll probably throw his pants at him if he gets a chance. Oh, he should have knifed that poor bastard. He had a chance of collecting the kidney then, but 40 not able to go for it.
40 and No Name have made their way up to those their ammo racks, as they have 35 seconds left on the clock now, and there are 5 allies behind the truck and 3 Axis in front.
Oh no, they're going to do it. They're going to deny it.
Referee gets kicked. 25 seconds left on the clock, and you'd have to say it's going to make it from here. It'd have to be a mighty slow truck to not, but it's going to be very, very close here on Gold Rush.
That's definitely 2 points to the Swiss.
Yes, indeed. Bittersweet for the Aussies there. They thought they had it, but they just could not.
10 seconds left on the clock.
All.
What a travesty.
The Swiss getting the gold, and they have in fact taken out the round. Gifty picks up Fragger and Engineer and Accuracy. 40 picking up highest experience points, Ranking Officer Decorated, and Haste picking up highest light weapons. But Australia just failing at the last hurdle there. They did everything right all the way up until the gold defense, which is normally one of their strong suits. And the Swiss have taken the first round, EJ. Huge stuff.
Oh, huge stuff indeed. And what we might do while they're rotating the map is we might rotate ourselves as well, and we'll bring 007 back in here for the second map, and I'll come back in for the third, because the Aussies have a cracker. Always on radar.
Alright, if that's the case, we will get DMJ back in here for the cast. So it'll be myself, DMJ, and 007. Yeah, bringing that action from radar, which is Australia's map. The Swiss picking Gold Rush, and only just walking away with the narrowest of victories there. As we said, Australia just failing at that last post with only 10 seconds required left for them to hold it out and take the 2 points into this map. But instead, the Swiss go in with a lead. I don't think Australia have lost on this map yet, though, DMJ, throughout the Nations Cup.
No, I was unlucky not to be able to see the last map, but we managed to get the Belgium's pants and sneak through the side door there, and quick escape with the gold, which just went along and made things a whole lot easier for us, and we went away and ended up beating the Belgians because of it. They were just shocked and amazed that we got their pants flashed.
Yes, that seems to be Australia's strat, without giving too much away to any Swiss players that might be listening to the cast. He pretty much used... He pretty much starts off as Covey as an ally, and pushes straight through the side with at least one other engineer, and from memory either 40 or Iceman 34, and pretty much on the way collects his pants, and the Aussies are absolutely flawless at the trick jumps on this map at their side, and can jump up there pretty easily from the looks of things. But prepare to fight's gone the call. DMJ, you're going to take it away at the start of this round. Australia on defense here on radar.
Got 7 seconds to go. We're just about to start the round. Same teams as both. There hasn't been any swaps. We're starting in 1, and it's game on. We're pushing out. We're following Haste coming out the outside entrance. Oh, Panzer shot. Seems like he's missed. There goes down the airstrike. They seem to be pushing up their side entrance flat.
Yes, indeed. The Aussies making it out of that side entrance unscathed, even though there was rifle grenades and panzers coming at them. Gunner taken out now by Not 40 and Haste at the side, and that's a very, very strong hold from the Aussies there at the side entrance. It's not often that you see the Aussies, or the Axis I should say, defend that right off the bat, as Gifty pushing off now, taken out by Haste grenades. So a little bit of his own medicine there for Gifty. He was gipped as well, as they finally push through to the side and take out the players. But it gives given the Iceman 34 time to get the CP up and get up to the side, so to delay the plant probably, DMJ.
That's right, they're going to try and stop that. There's 30 seconds down on that plant there, but they're trying to push through the side entrance there. Hopefully the Aussies will be able to come down and defuse. Oh, looks like Cousins is going up for a trick jump there. Unfortunately, they're not doing a very good job of it, Flat.
It looks like they're trying to shove. There's a three-way jump. I think a three-way stack's illegal, isn't it, Super? We'll have to get him on later. They've done a three-way stack. Certainly illegal in our competition. 3 seconds left on that dyno at the CP, which the Axis currently control. And there are 3 Axis players there as well. Reva and Consciousness are there as well. But we have, luckily, 007, he's in the server right now, and he's been instructed to follow Gifty. So we've got James Bondcam, which we'll be referring to throughout the match. But DMJ, so what do you think so far of this initial push with 10 minutes 7 seconds left on the clock?
Well, it's been a bit fishy on the side of the Swiss. I haven't been quite impressed. They should have gotten through a lot quicker or tried to grab the flag a lot quicker. But, oh, Iceman 34! 4-man kill with an arty. Can't get much better than that, really. We're following Malcor at the moment. He appears to have a
artillery at the side, just as the Swiss grouping up there, and Iceman 34 has the arty perfectly timed. Don't know exactly where he had it, but the Swiss all obviously grouping up, and 4 of them taken out as Melkor pushes in with his Panzer, takes out 40, is taken out in turn by 40's landmine, but Hans Mollman there finishes it up with Iceman 34, and another push squandered by the Aussies at the side entrance. The Swiss yet to make a big dent there, as we've got another 2 players pushing in sort of on their own, taken out by now Haste, as Melkor gets a shot on absolutely no one there. DMJ, it's certainly not happening so far for the Swiss.
It's definitely not. What I'm surprised, I haven't even actually seen them trying to push through the main entrance yet. They seem to be concentrating their pushes through the side, hoping to get that CP up. Maybe that's
from Iceman 34.
It's possibly to stop them from getting to the truck. 007, what can you see is going on?
Oh, is he around? No, it doesn't appear to be, but we'll get him back. I'm sure he's probably got technical difficulties. And the Allies have finally taken out the CP. 40 takes out a beautiful gunner. He takes out the engineer with a beautiful nade. He's got the rifle grenade there at the side. And Reva is there as well. But it looks like the Aussies have held back that push once again. Iceman 34 is a field up there. He's been doing all of the artillery work. But it looks like there might be a main push by the way the Aussies rotating across. DMJ.
Yep, Iceman 34 has just put down an army. He's pushing out. It's just slash killed. Ooh, the main entrance
grab
team
here by the Swiss. They've got the rest radar parts, but they are cut down pretty quickly. I'm not sure exactly where they went, but they've taken the east as well. Gunner versus 40. 40 taken out beautifully by Gunners Thompson, and the east parts are back towards the CP, even though a CP has not yet been built. 007, what's Gifty been doing thus far? Has he been instrumental on this map yet?
Well, Gifty has just done a quick switch. He was, as you saw, Rifle Nade, and he switched to Medic for 1 spawn to try and distract the Aussies, which has failed miserably because he just went down and CP and got pinned again. But he tried a forward run as a Medic with an SMG, but he is not very resourceful at the moment from my observation.
Fair enough, as the Swiss have secured the east radar parts now. 17 left on the clock. Those west parts, which are so heavily secured by the Axis team on this map, still yet to be taken. Well, they've been grabbed once, but they didn't get very far. I'm yet to see the double landmine trick from 40 at the west radar parts get put down, so that would have probably hindered the thing. But the Allies now finally build the CP and starting to get a bit of momentum here on this radar, DMJ.
That's right, they're starting to make a segue over into the West Radar Tower now. They've just come across the bridge. Unfortunately, they keep getting cut down by Shaggy and Co. They're coming through the main entrance a lot more. Gifty's just raged himself and revived Cassini. So they're coming around to make a push to those documents, but the Aussies have just spawned right on top of them flat.
Yes, Gifty was a medic once again, so 007 calling it from before, but he was taken out by his own teammate's grenade that he left on the ground after he got shot. And not much luck for him yet as a medic, as there are kills going on all across the map. There's Crossfire, there's Allies and Axis everywhere, and it looks like most of the Allies have been shut down now. But Haste we have at the east parts, and pretty much all of the rest of the Aussies hanging around the west and at back. And it looks to be a pretty solid defense thus far from the Aussies on this second phase. Pretty quick east grab, but I don't think they'll be too worried about that with 5 minutes 51 left on the clock. 007, any other players you're keeping an eye on as well, or are you just primarily on Gift?
Just watching Gifty and which are doing a nice rush at docks right now. And
They're coming in from the
no
west gap. Sorry to interrupt. They've got the docks, and they seem to be rushing for the truck. Can we get there in time to stop?
CP direction, and Gunner has the parts. He's taken out long range from Haste. Haste is going to secure these parts as they were going back towards the CP, but the Axis have secured them. I don't know if Haste should have actually grabbed those parts, because there's still plenty of allies around the parts now. They're coming up from near the Allied spawn, sorry, the Axis spawn. Reaver's about to grab them again, and he manages to avoid that second landmine, which does so much damage, and it looks like they're going to cap pretty easily here. Reaver jumping onto the truck. 5 minutes to left on the clock, so a time of 6:57. Pretty good stuff there from the Swiss in the end.
That's right, and not a bad time either. Hopefully the Aussies will be able to get that in 6:57, but it's all Iceman at the moment with highest breaker, highest experience points, highest ranking officer. He's also got best field offs. Haste was light weapons, and the screen disappeared for me too quickly. Thanks, Haste.
Yes, indeed, DMJ, Iceman 34 doing the damage with the artillery at the side there. And 6:57's a pretty damn good time here on Radar. Certainly Australia can beat that, as they've shown throughout this World Cup. This is their map of choice, and it's pretty obvious why. They get some ninja action happening, they get some good defense happening. Unfortunately for the Aussies, the Swiss seem to be onto that double landmine trick at the west parts, unlike the Belgians, who kept on tripping over and over again. But Gunner, I think it was, Reaver, I should say, onto it, and that west radar part grab was pretty successful as the Axis was spawn camped. So we're just waiting on two players now. It's Melkor and Gifty. And once they ready up, we'll be underway. Aussies on attack on Radar, trying to beat 6:57.
Take a breath,
what do you
Flash.
think so far, 007, of this match? Sorry, what was that, AJ?
I was going to say, dude, take a breath so I can cut in on you. Quick update though, the West Indies got England under the hammer.
Also,
England are 4 for
good to know.
184 in the one-day
Just in
international, 43
case
overs down
any
with
of you
West
watching the
Indies.
cricket.
And that was just for the Swiss, because they follow the West
Like we're
Indies
gonna get
cricket
ready
team
in-
like, you know, nasty mofos.
Good old crit. So the
Take
Aussies
it away.
have got
I'm
to beat,
lagging
what,
big time, so DMJ, please take it
6:52.
away off this stuff.
Not a problem. Same sort of deal. The Aussies are going to be looking to get a uniform and pump through that side entrance there. They're coming up pretty hard and strong. At the moment, there's an RD down. Oh, they're pushing through like a hot knife through butter. Hey, quick and dirty / kill by the
goes
Swiss.
Shaggy.
Hopefully we'll get a
He's
uniform.
getting a covert
Following
ops.
Shaggy at the moment. Looks like he is. If he can get that uniform quick enough. That's right, there's 26 on the timer, but I think they're just going to push through with the covert op. It looks like it. They're going to scare the hell out of the Swiss, and they're going to drop their Swiss Army knives on their foot with
Gifty's
the blades
down
still
there.
open flat.
40 takes him out. Beautiful stuff. As Iceman 34 comes in, finishes him off, as Shaggy gets that command post down. So with 6 minutes, less than a minute from the start of the match, the Australians already have the CP, which is it.
But it looks like Swiss are prepared. They've already come out.
They're
We've
finally
also
taken
got
out
the forward
side
bunker
entrance
there,
and I'm
Flash.
lagging again, so I'm going to hand back
Well,
to
they're
you,
pushing
Dean.
through the side entrance. We've got the CP up, the Aussies, the Swiss are sitting there going, oh, I don't know what's going on. We're pushing through to get the east. I'm following Iceman at the moment. He's cut down by Reaver. The Swiss are getting some landmines down. We're following Iceman again. He's pushing towards what seems to be the east side docks. There might be a little bit of a trick jump here as we follow out. No Name tricking jump up to the east. Cassini's there to stop No Name. He's taken down. There's also two other ones. There's also, oh, what's his name? Malcolm. But the
Well,
Swiss have
just got
slash
back,
kill
so
Flash.
very
How's it going?
there from DMJ. The objectives have been taken. It's the east part. Hast's got him. He's running back towards the CP, and he's made it over that hill, which is the critical milestone when you take the east parts. He's back at the CP all alone, waiting for some backup. Iceman, No Name, Shaggy, slash kill for him, as the Australians finally breach the main entrance. 4:44 left on the clock now, as the Aussies push in at the main entrance as well to secure it so that Haste can just run straight in and cap those east docks. No luck yet for the Aussies coming towards the west though. DMJ, what did I miss when I was away for about 30 seconds there?
Well, you missed a pretty good east dock run. They came up. No Name jumped on. No Name provided the stack actually. Fortunately, his name's leaving me at the moment. 007. What do you see is going on, mate?
It looks like Gifty has copied the double mine trick that the Aussies were doing on the west part. And Gifty has
Looks
just
like a
spawned their
single to
medic
me.
and switched. Was it double?
Well, it might have been a double, and one of them might have been grabbed, but it's one left only on the west parts there, as the Aussies push in. No Name and Haste pick up kills on two of the Swiss players as they push in from the CP and from the main entrance. We had a very close attack there from Hans Molman, who was taken out by one of those landmines, as the west parts secured once more as the Axis respawn. 3:35 left
We're
on the
actually
clock.
going for the
Beautiful
west now. Sorry, Haste, to
airstrike here.
interrupt. Haste.
Iceman 34 picks up 4 kills, but is taken out by a beautiful landmine as Shaggy grabs the parts. He's running away, packing up. He's going back towards the CP, taking no chances here, the Australians, and why would they, with 3 minutes 17 left on the clock? Sorry to interrupt there, DMJ, but a pretty big play by the Aussies, and the GG's already going up from Gifty. Can you believe it, that early on? They're not even going to bother with this truck defense.
No, they're coming out pretty hard and strong there, Flash. But if that airstrike can come down on top, not 40, 3-man kill. Seems like they're really cleaning up. They've got to really get in there and give those Swiss flat.
Well, the Aussies certainly aren't going to rush out too quickly. Shaggy is in the flag room, but he doesn't have too much backup at the moment as the Axis are pushing in all around, so Shaggy might have to fight off versus the docks while he waits for his teammates to respawn. It's going to be scary here. Here comes Gifty. Gifty, Shaggy, Shaggy, Gifty. It's down to Pistol, and Shaggy pistol whips Gifty, only to be taken out right at the last second, but the Axis have been taken out just as the Allies spawn, and that truck is pretty much clear. There's one player remaining there as Not 40 comes in with his pistol and some back rage, and it looks like Shaggy has saved the day from Gifty, and the parts have been secured. So it's 2-2 here in this beautiful game thus far. Certainly turning out to be a cracker. Hey, DMJ.
Oh, it's been a fantastic game once again. The Aussies showing their strength on radar, coming in for the sneaky little covert op push, stealing some pants and pushing through to get a quick east dock run. Stats wise, it was all Reaver that round, with a couple going not much to the Aussies actually. Flat.
Well, Iceman 34 certainly had impressive stats. They are not entirely sure how you get a negative kill-death ratio when you get more than double the damage given as you do receive, but still he still managed to pick up 20 kills and 22 deaths, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But we are up to a map pool. The coin toss has come up heads for the Swiss, and so the map pool will be decided by them, but as far as I'm concerned, that means that the Aussies get to pick whether they're attack or defense once the map's chosen. So we have got Bremen B4, Bremen B1, Brondorf B4, Frostbite and Supply, and the Belgians get to eliminate first. DMJ.
That's right, hopefully they'll go with the silly idea and give us Frostbite, giving us a bit of a ninja run in and able to steal the docks. to be honest, I haven't seen the Aussies play on many other maps. 007, would you like to enlighten us how the Aussies are going?
They're going really well. They seem to be ninjaing a lot, with not 40 pulling off his nice plays with the nades every so often.
Yes, indeed. We are waiting for the players to jump out, as Frostbite has been taken out just then. I probably did super, just letting me know that I just said Belgians rather than Swiss, or Swiss rather than Aussies, or you gotta forgive me because I'm a noob.
Come on, Flash. It's all good. They all make good
No
chocolate.
surprise though, no surprise they took Frostbite out of the equation. Australia's best map out of last round against the Belgians. Super remember his team getting pwned hard with a few seconds to go.
Yeah, exactly. Haste grabbing the docks of Iceman 34 right at the last second at the transmitter and securing with 4 seconds. So it was a huge play there by the Aussies. Bremen is out, which is no surprises once again. The Australians getting absolutely demolished in one of the earlier encounters in this Nations Cup. So it's either Rondorf B4 or Supply, neither of which are particularly strong. I don't think we've won a map on either this Nations Cup for the Australians.
Well, they're unlikely to go Supply, seeing as they've already lost on that tonight.
Who did? Who lost on
Goldie. No, I'm thinking last week. It's all good. But Australia lost on Supply, didn't they, last week? I'm pretty sure they did.
We did. We've lost on Supply and we've lost on Brondorf. We lost versus the Netherlands in our pool rounds by about 0.0001 of a second. But the Swiss have in fact chosen Brondorf. So the Aussies going to have to pick up their act here against the Swiss with at the moment 2-2, and it's been a very tight game. Australia getting a little bit more dominance versus on radar, but the Swiss certainly bringing it to them, DMJ.
Definitely looks like it, and I think the Aussies might be in a bit of trouble here with choosing this map as
No, we're not too bad on Brondorf.
40 doesn't have the map.
Yes, he does.
Oh.
He's just being silly.
That's not a good sign.
He disconnected for an unknown reason, but I've seen personally 40 play this map before, and most namely in Grand Final. But anyway, the Australians now get a choice of attack or defence. They are currently, as the Allies, attacking, but that could change as we wait for 40 to reconnect. Not sure why he disconnected there, but it will certainly be a close game. I can't imagine either team being particularly defiant here, or not defiant. Defiant's the wrong word. DMJ, help me out.
Defiant or disclosure? I'm not really sure what you're going on about there.
I don't know either. It's been a long day.
We could always go for disclosure, but I don't think it's very matching for an ET match here. 007, what do you think?
I want some of what Flash is smoking.
Yes, indeed. We're just trying to figure out Super, once again having a little bit of difficulty deciding exactly what's going on, because NXM has yet to show his face tonight. But I'm pretty sure that the Aussies do get a choice of the teams, and they're swapping teams because whatever else, who knows what's going on. But so we have the Australians on defense now here on Brondorf as the Axis, and the Swiss on attack, and that was a decision made by the Australians, so good on you, Swiss, for doing it even without knowing. 7 players left to ready up, and 40's just reconnected.
Yep, 40's definitely coming on now, but this could be a bit of trouble if the Aussies are able to get a good time here. They could rattle the Swiss, and they might not know what's hit them. Flat.
Yeah, I'm just communicating here with Super, but anyway, it is what it is, and the Swiss have agreed, so it doesn't really matter what the rules are. It's just up to these two teams as to what's going to happen. Waiting on 6 players left to ready up. It's all of the Australians. They're waiting on 40 to join up again. And yeah, it certainly will be interesting as to how long the Aussies can hold back this flag. Gifty, being as talented as he is with the rifle grenade, certainly going to push the Australians here in all stages of this map. It's certainly very rifle grenade heavy. Waiting finally on 4 players now to ready up. But DMJ, where do you see the strengths and weaknesses for the Aussie team on this map?
Well, if the Aussies team can stop the initial push and stop them from getting the flag, they should be right for a little while. But I'm afraid that the Swiss are pretty good with their nades, so they might be getting pummeled a little bit with some potato mashers there, Flash. If they've also got to concentrate on their gibbing, which I've noticed has been a bit lacking lately. If they can get them gibbed, they'll be fine. Thanks, Flat.
Yes, indeed, and certainly I know that CAD will be looking forward to getting a kill and a gib on Gifty on spawn for this map. Certainly it's an engineer-based objective map, and he'll be pretty much assuming that as soon as Gifty gets taken down, that is a bulk of the Swiss defense, as has been brought up all night. He is their superstar player, and is a bit of a nade dispenser, which is exactly what you need on this map, because there are 3 entrances into those final controls, and so there'll be lots and lots of spam coming out from the Aussies on attack, I'm sure, but on defense we'll have to wait and see. Iceman 34 hopefully gonna be getting out some of those big airstrike / arty kills. Just
Talking
3
of getting
players
out, I
left
reckon
to
England's going to be out for under 200 here. The West Indies are paying them.
Well, it looks like the Swiss are getting a bit tired of the Aussie stall tactic here. They're telling them to hurry up. Gifty basically saying "R up" and let's go. And they're calling a vote to start the match. Don't know if the Aussies are trying to do a stall tactic here to get their strat down pat, or they're just giving the Swiss a hard time. Flat.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but Gifty giving it to Iceman and Super laying down the law. Although he was telling the Aussies to ready up, he's telling Gifty to shush, so it's all going on, but the Aussies finally voted yes to that start map request, and we are underway. Well, the prepare to fight's gone the call anyway. 7 seconds left on that. DMJ, take us away. 007's going to be watching Gifty once more and switching up to 40 occasionally.
Seen here, they're making a push. It's a split push down to the main door. Nades are flying absolutely everywhere as Cassini packs up. I'll just swap him. He's a bit boring. Iceman No Name taking out Gunner and Reaver quite easily. Haste kicking some total butt flat.
Yes, I'm just watching Gamestah pushing in. He's taking out a few players and he's trick jumping as well. So beautiful stuff there from him. But he gets taken out now, as is inevitable for anyone camping up on their own versus 6 players. Watching Gifty pushing, he's a noobnator once more. Got nades in his hand, he's getting hit by nades though this time for once. He's TK revived by Reaver, so he's back to somewhat full health. Shaggy pushes out with his MP40 before he can load his rifle grenade though, and he's taken out and gibbed before he can get revived. So the Aussies doing well, holding off this first attack, which is always devastating if you lose that first flag gram. Gifty once again, he's just got nades in his hand all the time. He pushes in once more from the side. He's got his noob nade out. He's going to face off versus Hans Mollman. He jumps on his own rifle grenade. That's the first time I've seen him do that tonight. But the Allies have captured the flag with a beautiful ninja, and they have got it. So there's 3 of them there, 2 of them there. Gifty and Melka have got the flag, and it certainly doesn't look like it's going to be grabbed once the Allies access / kill, which they just have.
That was a smart move by the Aussie. / killing, getting around the back so they can get around that main door here. As the Swiss, they go to get a plant, but it looks like they're trying to get a pair of pants from the Aussies to see if they can do the sneaky ninja push through. 30 seconds on the dynamite. They're just snagging up that door, making sure the Aussies don't come through and get a defuse and retake.
Yes, indeed, as the covert ops for the Allies pushes out his Reaver. I don't know, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He's waiting at the side on his own. 007, how has the Battle of the Noob Nades been thus far?
It's Gifty, as you said, has had a nade in his hand nearly the whole match. 40 has been pulling off some real nice nade kills, but has been dead most of the time. As has Gifty, the nades really haven't had time to get out because they've been pulled off before they've done any devastating damage.
And the Swiss pushing through quite defiantly through the Aussie main door hold there. They've just really cut through them quite easily, and they're pushing through the underground entrance towards the main area here. As I swap and I watch Haste is retreating back to the dynamite room. Haste, flag.
Well, you can call it Haste, but he'll be on Team Vendy for Australia. And Reaver finally did get a pair of pants from 40. I'm not 40 a little bit careless with who he lets into his pants. as Reaver's got them now, and Gunner gets the CP up as well. And 40 slash kills this time, allowing once again Reaver to go his pants. Well, he's already still had the previous ones, but the allies now, 2 of them waiting at the side entrance. 40 takes one out, a long range rifle grenade. What's the push at the main looking like, DMJ?
Well, it looks like it's a bit of a non-event. They look like they're be coming around the side here. They're going to push around the side entrances. Malka is getting down a satchel charge. Oh, Iceman faces them off and lets them in. That's a pretty bad mistake there by Iceman. He's basically let them
I don't think it would have mattered if there was a
up.
Covey there anyway, and they're back through once again. 40 taken out from behind Melkor's stand, and they've still got a covert ups there. He's on ridiculously low health. That was a very stupid thing to do from Gunner. He team killed his covert op and loses the uniform, but it doesn't seem to be making too much of a difference. The allies have full control, bar Hands in the main room. No Name and Hands taken out there now, and there's a plant going down from who else but Gifty, and he has got that plant down. 8 minutes and 4 seconds left on the clock. DMJ, can Australia make it out of here? There's satchel charges, there's nades, everything going off.
I'd have to say the outlook's not looking good as Shay gets taken down. The Aussies push through, but they seem to be cutting through them pretty well. They can get the defuse here. They'll be rocking and rolling.
It is clear, and not 40 going for the defuse now. There's no allies in sight, and it looks like there's going to be a defuse.
Well done.
Beautiful stuff there from the allies there. The Axis, I should say. The Australians getting a defuse against all odds, cutting down all 6 of the Swiss players to get that defuse for 40 and covering him beautifully as he's left alone in the control room. He's got Hands, Molman there. Australia just not really getting the side up or anything at the moment, and just allowing Swiss free access.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Swiss were not going to be very neutral about that defuse. They'll be quite upset themselves by not stopping it from going down. As the Aussies take control of that room again, the Swiss are going to be hard fought to get through it. Hans Molman on his own. We'll see who else is playing.
A beautiful double rifle grenade there from Not 40. Were you watching that action, 007? What happened?
I was watching from Gifty's point of view. Gifty came around the corner to take out, it looked like, I think it was Haste. Don't quote me on that. And 40 was on the other side and put a nade straight down to him and his team.
Well, Gifty coming once again as Iceman 34 gets pincered and slash kills just in the nick of time. Melka gets a double kill, including himself, so Not 40, one of the key engineers who got that last defuse, is down. As I'm following Hans Molman and Iceman 34, they're pushing in low. They've made it in, and I've just gone ridiculously under. But it looks like it's clear once again for the Aussies to defuse.
No, Iceman gets
taken
out. No, it's not. So does
Gifty long-range rifle grenade once again, and that's going to be it for the Aussies. As there's 8 seconds left on the dyno and all of the engineers are down. So Gifty saving the day once again for the Swiss with a rifle grenade coming in. It didn't come in from low or from west, I'm not sure. But it did the job. It took out Iceman 34 and the clock has been to 6:03 down.
That's right, it was a pretty good rush by the Swiss. The Aussies should do it, but Cassinas, highest fragger, highest experience points, highest ranking officer, and most highly decorated. Hans Molman, highest battle sense, best engineer. Not 40. Cassini, taking out light weapons, best soldier. Malka, and highest accuracy also goes to Malka. Flash.
Well, the Australians, a mixed bag there. Not 40 and Iceman 34 picking up 11 kills. Haste picking up 10. And then we had 3 players who in 6 minutes and 3 seconds picked up 4 kills each. So that was Hans Molman, No Name, and Shaggy. So there's got to be something wrong there. As the Aussies need to get a bit of more of an even keel going around. 6 minutes and 3, not a super quick time. It's certainly there are some ninja times of a couple of minutes on this map. But it's certainly quick enough to push the Aussies. 6 players left to ready up. The Swiss want to get on with things. They're all ready up.
Do a couple of quick shout outs.
Go on, EJ, shout it out.
Shout out to Nadius. His 21st birthday, turned 21 about 3 minutes ago. So shout out to you, Nadius.
Top stuff,
Nice
Nadius.
one.
And Cohex as well. He's having a listen tonight and enjoying himself.
And to Virus as well. Beautiful stuff there. And,
Virus puts a velvet glove on and strokes himself when you're casting Flash.
yes, indeed, he loves it. But Prepared Fight's got on the call, so we better stop talking about my sex life, or lack thereof, with Virus.
1 second left, it's almost game on.
8 goes the call.
And off we go. Shaggy's coming around the corner. Looks like they're going to need to put down a hell of a lot of spam to really stop these guys, and I'm lagging flat.
Yeah, we're all lagging as Dabster picks up a 4-man support fire at the side. Beautiful stuff there. I think the entire server lagged there as Shaggy Haste complaining about the lag. So I don't think it was just you and me, DMJ, it was the entire server. But nevertheless, that cut down 4 of the Australians as the Axis /kill. It looks like they're going to be resetting now. As No Name pushes in, a beautiful push there by No Name, just missing out on securing the flag. He gets cut down in the flag room, as do the rest of the Aussies, and it looks like a good hold so far from the Belgians. Oh, they're probably holding well.
The Swiss.
They lost.
Once again,
Swiss.
you're getting your chocolates confused there, Flat.
Well, I'm a lover of fine chocolate. As Gifty has ninjaed all the way up into the Allied spawn. What sort of damage can he do here? He's got a triple lined up, and he gets none. But Gunner picks up a triple.
Look, the Aussie got to really push through if they're going to make this map here. They've got to get the Spam, they've got to get the Panzer, they've got to get everything going, otherwise they're going to be in real big trouble. As Hans Moleman gives them a bit of strife up above with a bit of MP40 action, or sorry, Thompson action. Flat.
Yes, I'm just watching 40. He's pushing in. He's pushed in through the box room. He's down there. He's an engineer with a rifle grenade, as he's just going to have to hide it up now as the Axis have respawned, and he is left all alone. He does a very nice job there on one of the players. No Name picks up a double. But No Name now, as an engineer, he's going to get the plant down. They're not going to worry about the flag here, the Aussies. He's got 31 health points left, but it's going to be enough.
Iceman's pushing in for the flag now. Just misses out.
Yeah, they've got it now.
Nope.
And the Aussies have a full spawn on it. I can't see any unis around though, but Shaggy is a covert op, so he's going to try and grab one now. 4 minutes exactly left on the clock as the Aussies, yeah, I think that's pretty much almost identical time to the Swiss. But it looks like they're going to push through a little bit more difficultly as the Swiss have got a little bit more time to set up.
That's right, they've already blown the door. They'll be pushing through hard and fast with that main entrance there, but the Swiss are already waiting for them. So it's just going to be a bit of time. Same sort of deal. 007, what can you see is going on there?
I'm watching from side, and Not 40 just pulled off a nice TJ into the window while Dynamite was going down. But Gifty was, of course, the name machine was waiting for him. And I've also noticed the Aussies haven't been giving a lot, as much as the Swiss have.
Well, there you go. Expert comments from 007. The command post taken out by Iceman 34 and built now by Not 40. They /kill. Looks like the Aussie's going to be pushing pretty hard from the side entrance. Taking out the side entrance now. 3 minutes left on the clock. Gifty's there. No Name's there. No Name versus Gifty. Gifty, No Name. Iceman 34 comes in from the side, steals the kill, and takes out Gifty as the Aussies push in beautifully from the side entrance. There's 3 Axis players left in the control room, and Aussie's going to go for a pincer maneuver by the looks of things, DMJ.
The only way you're going to get on top of these Swiss is by going in and giving them the old pincer, and it looks like they're going to go in for a plan any moment now. As long
2
as they can
dinos
shut down the Swiss. 2.
Iceman 34 arming them. Here we go. This is a big move from the Aussies. Here comes the rifle grenade of Gifty from the east entrance. Gifty pushing in now. He's taken out, not Gibbed, but there's no medics there just yet. Iceman 34 getting nades off everywhere, taking out Gunner, and it looks like that's GG's from the Swiss. It's gone up, and it's going to be a 4-2 win for the Aussies.
The Aussies have done it. We'll be facing off with Portugal, the Masters of the Nando's chicken after this match. Well done to the Swiss. Flat.
Yes, indeed, as Dino Time goes in there. Iceman 34 choosing to stand on his Dino and get the team killed by his own Dynamite. Beautiful stuff there. 007, do you want to quickly run us through the award?
Highest fragger is Dabster. We have Hans Moleman taking out highest experience, highest ranking officer, most highly decorated, and highest battle sense. Not 40 taking out NG. Hans Moleman taking medic again. Highest light was No Name. Highest act was to Haste, and there was a no friends award to Gunner.
Yes, indeed. Beautiful stuff there from both teams, and we are gonna sign off pretty shortly, guys. DMJ, any final thoughts? We will, of course, be bringing you all the action from the Australia versus Portugal game, should it be going ahead in a couple of hours' time. But any final thoughts on this game, DMJ?
Well, I had my doubts, but the Aussies managed to pull it through, and on that night I'd just like to say a little hello to China. My girlfriend Yang, love you darling, Flat.
Fair enough, the love going up. And yes, we have
I'll just tell her on
everybody's quit
webcam
the...
for you, DMJ, that you'll be back soon. Hang on.
EJ, of course, with the expert comments, and beautiful stuff there from all of our shoutcasters. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, 007 DMJ, and of course the Master of Ceremonies, that is EJ. Hope you've enjoyed watching the cricket. Any updates on that, EJ?
No. No,
well,
it's all
fair
good.
enough.
West Indies are pwned the Poms, so it doesn't matter.
Good to hear. That's pretty much it from us here at Gamestah. Great games there from the Swiss, putting up a hell of a fight against the team that took out Belgium last week. So props to them. But well done to the Aussies. Without Rico managing to get the win, they will face off versus Portugal in something like 2 hours. But jump in #Gamestar on Oz IRC or on QuakeNet for all of the updates as we find them out. We will bring them to you. Thanks once again, DMJ, 007 and EJ, and that's it from us tonight.
Have a good night, folks. Well done, Australia.